Coach, playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 36-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. But you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 15-yard line.
Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Hey, buddy! 552.
3 buck.
On play action, Allen. And this is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Alert, alert, alert.
A shotgun handoff now to Yeldon, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now Allen, a bullet throw, but incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum of the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 24-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Middle. Monday.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now Rosen looking at a 3rd and 2. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
7. First down, Miami.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Rosen. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain there of 21 yards. Rosen now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
On 2nd and 11 now, Rosen. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Let's get there. Check 52. Watch twist. No. Me.
Here's Rosen to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. In his own end zone, it's Allen. Powers through. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
All the practice, all the training, all the meetings. In this situation, I know exactly what quarterbacks are taught. Take care of the football. That's job one, paramount. Because you cough it up here, you might be giving up 6 points real easy.
Tip of the cap to the defense, though, forcing the fumble. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check 9. General West.
Now Rosen. He'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on the short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
He's got a first down past the 30 and all the way up to the 31-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Monday. Let's go, Go.
Here's Allen. Man open, that's Ray McLeod. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook. but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide.
From the gun, it's Allen. This complete to Jones. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Now that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Well, he was looking at a dime formation, 6 defensive backs on the field, so he's looking for anyone to throw the football to, but he didn't have anyone open, so he took off and ran for it, but he came up just short, and that brings up 4th down.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Williams. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra hut, that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
And the penalty makes this a much more manageable 3rd down, 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Finding Gabriel, complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Alert flow.
To throw is Rosen. He's got it to Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And that is no good. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll run it again with Yeldon. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
To the air, Allen. He's got the hook up to Lee. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
Throwing on first down is Allen. He's got the hook up to McLeod. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Hey, home.
Mike's 43. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. You don't want to see me.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerome Baker gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
It's caught at the 10. A big play here for the Bills. 52 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Pick up the ball. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Get that quarterback.
Rosen will throw. Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35.
First down, Dolphins.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Monday. Middle. Hug.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And this is Parker, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Second and a yard at the Bills' 14-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Rosen. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now Williams. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
You want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They run it with Balaj. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Julio Jones, the lone receiver left. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Hey, Charlie.
Oh, you got deep?
50's the mark. 50's the mark.
I got it.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is caught for a touchdown. We'll check the flag, but it looked like a clear offsides, and it should stand. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 14-10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Check, 43. Hey, here we go. Kill.
Hey, Sunday.
Watch out.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 25 yards that time. I love that play, because in the snow you think run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
A first down carry now for Yeldon. Room here to run. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Check.
Pass. Hey, home.
Fresno.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
He's checking.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
They'll run it with Williams. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll run here with Balaj. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And out of bounds, this will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
6 guys. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Allen's throw is complete, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Von Miller in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Allen to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. He's back to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down.
Hey, Haywood.
Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up.
Mike 52, Mike 56, 56.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Good night.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Their season ends here, a tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did. Got there,